Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Autumn Embers and today I am making some townhouses and I am so happy with the way they turned out. I can't wait for you guys to see this, and it has taken me some time for this video to come out because I talked about this video from my first video of this year saying it was going to come out like last week sometime. It never did. That is because of two reasons. One was because as I was building this, I was foolish and naive to think that 3 buildings in one would just take up one video, but as I finished the build I noticed that this build was filmed in many parts, so I had about 6 or 7 parts of just this one build, and I came to the conclusion, yeah, this is not gonna be one gigantic video, is it? No. So I came to the conclusion, okay, this is gonna be in parts. That is fine. That is not what I had problem with. I've done parts before and they're actually quite a good thing to do. If you are building something massive, it means you can cut it down into 2 different parts and still be a good sort of like time, which this is actually 16 minutes long, bordering on 17 minutes, but it is still a quite good time, and it makes me kind of think, how long is the second part going to be? But when it came to sort of like I was going to edit this video, but I was kind of annoyed with myself because I'm like, oh, I should have known that this was not going to be a 1-part video. I mean, come on, I'm making 3 builds in one. That is not going to be a 1-part video. Because if this was going to be a 1-part video, this would have been so long. It would have been about 15 minutes long, probably 60 minutes long, depending how much I edited it out. So I was kind of annoyed with myself because I did not plan for this to be a 2-parter, and so since I didn't plan for it to be a 2-parter, I didn't think I had a nice clean stopping part where I stopped and zoomed out, and I didn't have any screenshots, and I was getting so annoyed with myself because I thought, oh my gaudy baldy, the end of this video was gonna look so messy, they would have no screenshots, it was just gonna look awful, and that's such a shame when the end result of the townhouses look so great, they look so good. I was getting really annoyed with myself, and so I came around to editing, like, look, you never know, something may happen, it may not be as bad as you think it is. So I came around to editing, and it turns out it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was, because I did zoom out at some point and sort of like showed you, like, look, this is how far I've got. And since this is quite a big build, I tend to save quite big builds to my library to sort of like save my progress. So just in case something goes wrong, you never know. So I did save it to my library, and it turns out that the same point where I zoomed out and showed you, like, this is where we've got up to, is actually the same point where I saved it to my library and saved the progress. So that means I have a nice clean cut where I can fade out the video. It's not going to be messy. I also have screenshots for you so you can see how far the structure has got to and see the progress, and it's just like a nice little prezi with a little bow on top. And it makes me so happy. So I was kind of not wanting to edit the video for that reason, so I'm very happy about that. The second reason was through building this, because this is a bar with 2 townhouses, one of which is a 5-bedroom townhouse, which is this townhouse right here, and then we have a 4-bedroom townhouse which we'll build in a moment. But as I was building these townhouses, I did have a thought in my mind that if I kept this lot as a bar lot, which it is at the moment, the residential will not work. But if I set the lot as a residential lot, the bar won't work, which is right. That those two scenarios that I've just said, they both are correct. They do not work. So it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of annoying. Okay, that just means everything that I've done is just basically, it's all just gone out the window. Really, it doesn't really work as it should do. Which is kind of annoying, kind of a bummer, kind of annoyed me. But just before recording this voiceover, I did have a look, and I set it as a residential, trying to find out if it worked, but no. So what I did was I set the bar as a retail store. So the requirements for a retail store is just a cash register. So all I did was to grab a kitchen counter and just plopped it behind a wall and popped the cash register on top of the kitchen counter. Then I grabbed a clutter item and then set that for sale, because to open up a retail store you need a item to sell, but because it's behind a wall, your Sims and other Sims should not interact with it. So that means the bar is technically a retail store, but if you encourage your Sims that live in the townhouses, which they now can do, if you just encourage your Sims to practice making drinks behind the bar, or get other non-playable Sims to play ping pong with you, or play the shrieking llama game, then it should all work and function like a bar. But you just need to encourage your Sims to do it. So there is a little bit of a quirk for this build. It does mean a little bit more gameplay, but I don't think that's a problem. But I'm happy with the way that I got around it, because like I said, it kind of looks like a functioning bar. You just need to encourage your Sims to get non-playable Sims to do stuff, which is fine, I think. So it is a bar, it's just a retail store as a bar. So it still works, it's all handy dandy. So there was that problem there. So, and I was trying to avoid it, because this is such a pretty build, because I don't normally, when it comes to sort of like decorating the exterior of builds, I don't really go to town on it like some other people, and I've seen so many people go to town on their builds and it looks so good. And I thought townhouses, they kind of require and demand lots of decoration. They're a bit sassy that way. And so I thought townhouses would be a good way for me to step into the clutter world. And so I went into the live edit objects. So I pulled out lots of like grates, and we could park up your bikes, and non-sittable benches. So I did put some benches down. So Sims shouldn't sit on those benches. For example, I put a bench outside one of the townhouses. Since I got it from the live edit object, they shouldn't sit down on it, so it shouldn't be intrusive. But I also put down sort of like parking permit machines, bins. I don't know what these things are called, because all these things you see in America, and I don't live in America. And so I put lots of sort of like realistic objects down, so it kind of works with this community lot, and it looks really, really good. I'm really happy with it. And so it was kind of annoying me that I was sort of procrastinating and not wanting to edit this video for those reasons. Because yeah, I'm really happy with this video. I'm really happy with the video, but I'm really happy with these townhouses and the way they look. All these realistic items really sort of what's the word? I can't remember. Really sort of like bring it to life. It really brings it to life. These sort of like these live edit objects, which you will see in the next part. I do have to say, because this was such a big build and it did require a lot of decoration, I didn't film all of the decoration, of like me putting down the decoration. That was also a thing that I was kind of annoyed that I did, was that I didn't show you all the decorations. So I was kind of annoyed that part one could have been sort of like the part where I showed you all the decoration, but I decided to cut out quite a bit of the decoration because I'm not used to doing like lots of clutter, so it would take me more time to do, and also I'm quite slow anyway, so I'm kind of annoyed with myself that I did do that, but at the same time it does mean the video isn't like an hour and a half long, and that is including both parts, so you don't see me put down a lot of the decoration, but you do see me put down some of the decoration. I did try to record some of it, but I knew it would just take me so long to do. And the parts that I did show you, I think I tried to keep my camera as still as possible, because that is a thing that I am very guilty of, is moving my camera around like a nutter, and you probably getting like, oh my bloody body, stop it please, you're making me queasy, stop moving your camera. So I am trying to include clutter items a little bit more, and to show you it I just need to get used to putting clutter items in. So in this part we do the structure of the townhouses and the bar, which is actually a retail store, and we also do the interior of this bar or pub. I want to call it a pub because it's more pub-like to me. I am calling this the Arrow Pub because there is an arrow on top of this building. That is not what I meant to do, but there is an arrow on top of this building because of the roofing and how I did the roofing. There is a lot of tables at the moment, and at the moment there are no ping pong table or shrieking llama game, because I do revisit this pub or retail store in the next part, and I do delete the round table here. That will be replaced with the ping pong table, and one of the other tables downstairs will be replaced with the shrieking llama game. So also in this part I also do show you the very basic decoration items that I do put down. So I just put down some few plants and bushes down. I also put down the flooring for the entire lot, because this does have a retail lot at the end of it. It does have a community lot at the end of it, so I thought it would be nice to sort of like pave the entire bit and have some cutout section for plants, because that's what you see, don't you, like when you go out and about community lots, they're sort of like very pruned, flowering bushiness, and it looks very pretty and very pruned. Putting in some toilets here. I was thinking of putting the kitchen cabinets, the sink cabinets in front of that door, because it is an actual door and there is a balcony going out to it, but I don't think your Sims can go out to that balcony. So the story for that is that door is glued shut, so I didn't mind putting in kitchen counters in front of the door, because in my mind that door is glued shut, because if your Sims try to go out of there, they will fall to their deaths. No, actually they can't actually fall to their deaths, which is a shame. But so yeah, it's not an actual functioning door, but it's a glued door. So I also put down some fences. The second townhouse, which is the end townhouse at the very end, that townhouse has a very small, tiny little garden, compared to the middle townhouse, which is has a bigger garden. But it kind of makes sense, because the second townhouse at the end, that has less living space compared to the middle townhouse, which is the bigger townhouse at the two. It has more living space in my mind. The middle townhouse is for an older family, so they have teenage kids instead of little kiddie winks. And the end townhouse is for younger children, it's for a younger family. So yeah, that pink townhouse is for the younger family, and this sort of cream white townhouse is for the older teenage family. So this video is going to come to an end, so I'm just going to say I really hope you enjoyed watching. I hoped I have explained myself when it came to this pub/retail store, and if not, I could do a video showing how it all works, but hopefully it makes sense. This video will end in a minute, and I am struggling to talk right now. I'm getting very out of breath, which is not helpful, and I'm just going to leave you guys here. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed watching. Please enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it may contain, and hopefully I will see you again soon, and thank you and goodbye.